Yeah, so I want to share some exciting news about this problem. And when you hear queens and rooks perhaps guarding something, you think about the non-attacking queen's rook, queen's problem. And well, it mainly asks to place 8 mutual non-attacking queens on an 8x8 chessboard, and then to count in how many ways you can do it. Now, this problem is not what we are interested, because here we already know that we cannot place more than 8 queens. It is clear that if you have an 8x8 chessboard, well, then you cannot place more than 8. Now, the question that we got interested in is why on a chessboard? So if one thinks about art galleries have actually more interesting forms, and it seems more natural to actually put the art gallery problem in polyominoes. So yes, our art galleries are going to be polygons, and our guards, if we put guards as points, then, well, we can go to Chavatal, who proved that you need at least n/3 guards to guard a polygon that is, you don't need it to be convex or not. And that was a very interesting result. Now, let's go to polyominoes. And then just reminding everyone, these are not polyominoes. They have to have a connected interior. But yeah, there are a lot of polyominoes at the G4G. So I think everyone is familiar with the concept. So we know that we actually don't know polyominoes very well, because they are combinatorially very difficult to handle, so we don't know them for n bigger than 56, for example. And we have some idea of how many there are, but this is also not what we're interested in. We're interested in saying how many, with how many rooks do you need, or where is the maximal number of rooks that you can place on polyominoes that are in a non-attacking position, and what is the minimum number of rooks that you can place in such a way that all the polyomino is guarded. So these are 2 different problems. And so what is the power of visibility? Well, we can define different powers of visibility. Our visibility, for example, the guards can see points if the rectangle that contains them is completely contained in the polyomino. But here we're interested in rook and queen visibility. That means that they're going to attack and see as queens and or rooks. Okay, so what are the results? Well, imagine that you're working in an art gallery, and you have to hire enough guards to be able to guard it. So how many will you hire? Well, in 2 dimensions, the number of two-dimensional rooks that are sufficient and sometimes necessary is n/2, where n is the number of squares, or if you are in higher dimensions, then n is the number of higher dimensional polycubes. And again, in any dimension, the number of d-dimensional queens that are sufficient or sometimes necessary to guard the polycube is n/3. So these are the results that are like mimic or resemble the results of Chavatal. And so which ones are the more difficult to guard? And then so an instance of the rook visibility guard set problem, I'm going to define it very quickly. You have a polyomino and you have a positive integer. And the problem asks to place m rooks in P, which guards all types of P. And well, this is, we prove that this rook visibility guard set problem also is MP hard. And yeah, thank you very much. I will stop here.